Edit. There we go. And here we go. And I'd like to say hello, everyone. Sorry that took a minute. I had to change the title. But yeah, we're okay. So I'm sorry, a little late. Didn't do yesterday's live stream. I don't intend viewers today. But yeah, we'll be doing it next week, hopefully. I just was really tired because the turtles woke me up. Literally. With their turtleness. But we're okay. So first off, I found an article that I'd really like to read to you guys. So let's take a look at it, shall we? So this article is from the New American. Top leaders, parents must get children out of public school. From Freedom Project Media, citing indoctrination and sexualization of children in government schools, along with other concerns, a number of top conservative and Christian voices across America have urged parents to remove their kids from public schools in recent days. Among the leaders who have joined the growing nationwide chorus were talk radio host Rush Limbaugh, evangelist Franklin Graham, Christian leader David Lane, and Catholic talk show host Mother Miriam. And this may be just the start. Speaking on the radio show, which estimates suggest is heard by 15 million Americans, Limbaugh blamed government education for the sorry state of affairs in America, and for the first time ever, he blazingly urged parents to pull their children out of homeschool them. I think it's becoming very apparent to millennial parents of millennial kids. Limbaugh, their parents are struggling in the wretched, horrible circumstances of the public school system. One of the answers to this mess, sobbing, what's happening to our children is homeschooling. What is happening to our children is homeschooling, he added. It's just not conservatives and Christian-oriented people who are choosing to pull children out of public schools. Speaking on Fox's Todd Stern's show, Billy Graham Evangelist Association Samaritan Purse Chief Franklin Graham also urged parents to get their children out. In a conversation about New Jersey's new law mandating LGBT lessons to school children, Graham said that the time had come. Stearns, I can't pronounce that name, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, asked Graham what advice he could give Christians, moms, and dads. Do they pull their kids out of school, or do they homeschool them private school? The Fox host asked. What should they do? Oh, absolutely, Graham replied without hesitation, breaking new ground. I'd pull them from out of public school and get them put in a private school. Next mother, Miriam, said she did not know of anything more urgent than getting children out of public schools and homeschool programs with God at the center of them. It has to do with being a proper mom and dad to your children, she explained to her on her show. You, no matter what the situation, is responsible for the growth of your children in faith. The public schools, she continued, such as evil penetrated those schools. Quoting another expert, she said the system was designed to turn the hearts and minds of children away from God. Finally, writing in Charisma News, David Lane with the American Renewal Project noted that the crucial part of the ongoing spiritual battle would be develop a plan, God's plan, to free Christian children from public education. The growing calls for a national exodus from public school system got a major boost when James Dobson, among the nation's most influential evangelical leaders, featured Lieutenant Colonel E. Ray Moore, retired, an extant moderate, on his radio show in 2017 for 2 full days. It is past time for conservatives and Christian leaders to warn Americans about the existential threat government indoctrination and dumbing down poses, not just for their children, but also to their nation and their freedom. Better late than never, though. To get copies of the New Americans magazine, alright, that's the end of the article. Yeah, so that's it. They're freaking indoctrinating our schools with phony crap, abusive crap, and it's literally getting out of hand. I agree with them. We shouldn't be teaching kids at that young of age freaking LGBT shit. Literally. Because it doesn't give them the right to choose any of that. They don't get the choice. They're indoctrinated with it at a young age. And their childlike innocence gets taken away. Literally, that is so stupid. That they try to pull this on our kids. And then also the fact that they don't teach actual history. I had a teacher once, I won't name him, but he was a close friend of mine, kind of. Anyways, so he taught, this was a while back when I was in 5th and 6th grade. He taught Civil War in schools, like actual Civil War in schools. Well, in our school for 5th and 6th grade. Well, the bad thing is he basically almost got fired. The second year they confronted him and told him if he doesn't stop, they're going to fire him from the school. So he moved to a different school. Not going to say what that is or what schools, because he has his right to his privacies. But yeah, it's crazy that this has to happen to our children. Literally, why doesn't anybody get it? I don't know. So yeah, I figured I'd get this article out there. Moving on to something else. I don't know if I posted it out or not yet. But if I didn't, I'm just gonna erase the video. But recently, Ilhan Omar. Why are we talking about her again? Crazy. So yeah, we're talking about Ilhan Omar again. So we'll get into some AOC in a little bit too. I know you guys love her. She's stupid. No offense to you if you're watching this, but you are stupid. Okay. So, yeah, so I was watching a report on the news. Ilhan Omar said that she wants the United Nations to basically rule America. Literally. Why do we need a country, a system that isn't our own country running us? Literally, she is so stupid. I also urge you to watch today's episode of End of the Age. I am the second person on the phone call. Just go to YouTube and type End Time Inc. Go to the latest video streamed, and then after that, I'll be on there. It's open line, so and then some numbers. But yeah, it's good. Or you can go to Endtime, www.endtime.com. Click watch. If it's today, the Friday the 6th. If it's past that, go to archives. Well, if it's Monday, the 9th, go to that. Okay. Then you can also go www.facebook.com. Go there, type in End Time Ministries, and you'll find it. So those are 3 places I know where you can find it. So thank you, and we'll move on. So literally, it's so stupid that she freaking does this. The Democrats are tearing themselves apart. Literally, that's why Trump's gonna win in 2020. Because the Democrats are getting tired of this freaking shit. Literally, it's so crazy. Because they are crazy. Plus, you have like Joe Biden going weird. Psycho. Yeah, he is psycho. But like he's literally acting like he has Alzheimer's. Which if he does, I'm sorry about that part. But yeah, he could be doing drugs or something too. I don't know. But prayers out to him to come towards Christ and actually stop being a communist if he is having Alzheimer's. I do have to say that. So I'm not an evil person, so I do have to say that. But also we're moving to AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, you are fired. That was something I put on my Facebook. But yeah. So, anyways, recently, there was this event in Boston called the Straight Pride Parade, right? AOC commented on it, saying, that it's just a bunch of males with toxic masculinity and all this other stuff. And they're wrong about that. Because basically there was women there, and a lot of the footage I've seen from that place, there's women there. And then you got like 19 or 30 something 19 to 30 something Antifa attacks. Literally Antifa attacking people. Literally Antifa is getting annoying for these events. Literally they had Trump 2020 everywhere. It was so cool. But literally it's just kind of crazy. So yeah, it's gone crazy lately. Psycho. Like at AOC is. But it's just getting freaking annoying that they do this shit 24/7. I'll see if I can. I'm gonna find something for you guys to listen to. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can find anything. Oh yeah, this was a great topic. And here we go. Listen to the article. Audio.
Ah, yes. A college diploma.
Not that.
Also known as this. One might think that this is a college degree. 96,360 hours left until the Democrats tell us the Earth will be past the point of no return due to climate change. And yet, we spend 7 of those precious hours listening to pandering Democrat politicians who fly private jets, lecture us on CNN about banning plastic straws and demonizing red meat and aborting more brown babies. I warned you months ago, after the Democrats revealed their ridiculous Green New Deal, that the next iteration of the climate change hysteria would be population control. And you know what? I was right. Bernie Sanders admitted last night he wants the government to force you to pay for abortions in foreign countries to curb the global population. Watch this.
Educating everyone on the need to curb population growth seems a reasonable campaign to enact. Would you be courageous enough to discuss this issue and make it a key feature of a plan to address climate catastrophe?
Well, Martha, the answer is yes. And the answer has everything to do with the fact that women in the United States of America, by the way, have a right to control their own bodies and make reproductive decisions.
No, you don't. No, they don't. That's killer stuff.
And the Mexico City Agreement, which denies American aid to those organizations around the world that allow women to have abortions or even get involved in birth control, to me is totally absurd. So I think, especially in poor countries around the world, where women do not necessarily want to have large numbers of babies, and where they can have the opportunity through birth control to control the number of kids they have, something I very, very strongly support.
You want to talk about racism? You want to talk about genocide? You want to talk about eugenics? Do you know what funding abortion to encourage population control means? Bernie Sanders wants to kill brown people in foreign countries to make up for his own giant carbon footprint, all in the name of climate change. But if we kill the next generation, who are we even saving the planet for? Imagine funding abortion so you don't feel guilty jetting down to communist countries in private jets. How is Bernie Sanders still in this race? And dear Lord, where does this end? First, You are forced to pay for abortions to kill brown people in foreign countries so they don't overpopulate the earth. Then what? When will we be forced by the government to have only one child ourselves? How long until Bernie Sanders endorses China's one-child policy that forces abortions on women who violate the one-child dictate? If climate change is truly going to end our Earth in 11 years, and population control is a critical way to save the Earth, critical enough that Bernie Sanders wants to force us to pay to kill brown people, then why wouldn't he mandate abortions for women who have more than one baby? If not, why not? See, here's the big secret most Democrats won't tell you. This is what the whole abortion movement is built on: eugenics. The founder of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, was herself a eugenicist who wanted to use birth control and abortion to stop brown and black people from reproducing. She called undesirable people human weeds and didn't want the word to get out that her goal was to exterminate them. And Planned Parenthood, the largest abortion provider in our nation, to this day refuses to disavow their founder, Margaret Sanger, because Planned Parenthood is carrying on Sanger's legacy and targeting minority women in minority neighborhoods and aborting minority babies. What's more, is Bernie Sanders is more to blame himself for carbon emissions than sweet, innocent babies in third world countries. Because 70% of carbon emissions come from the richest 20% of people in the world. And Mr. Three Houses Private Jets, Bernie Sanders himself, is one of those rich people. But his solution? Kill the brown babies. And that's my final point.
Sing tuition. Just imagine closing your eyes, putting on your headphones, and finding yourself immersed in a completely different world, far away from the mind pollution you are bombarded with every...
There we go. So, yeah. Literally, this is getting even more crazy with the Democrats. Loony. Literally, they do not want you knowing any of their evil plans, even though they sometimes mention them, but liberals just ignore it. Why would you want to ignore something that is so dangerous to you? It literally makes no sense. Literally, the Democrats are such a danger to America. There's some Republicans out there too. I do have to admit that there are bad Republicans out there that want to smash America and crush it so they can rule America. And all these celebrities out there, also, not all, but liberal ones, all freaking want to basically just be exemption. Taylor Swift seemed conservative Christian for a while until she started getting woke recently for her new album Lover because of all her SJW buddies. Literally, it's just getting crazy. This world, this country needs to go back to the way it was. I do have to say that. And it's just getting tiring. It's getting tired. I'm tired of freaking Democrats trying to freaking mind wipe our children, like earlier what I was saying. And literally mind wipe anybody they can, brainwashing them to believe that socialism, communism is so good. Literally, it's not. Look at Venezuela. People compare Sweden. Sweden is no longer socialistic. Sorry to say that, folks. But when you get... And some people say China. Look at what's going on at China right now. Literally, the government is beating people, throwing them in jail, especially for being Christian. Literally, people wanting to be free and have stuff like our country, have a republic, a freedom country like us in Israel. Literally, that's what we have. And literally, we're not getting that. Literally, the Democrats are trying to push our next generation into freaking being communist, which needs to stop. I do have to say that. So, I say to you, make your own decision, but don't be fooled by the Democrats. Literally, they pull in as many people as they can until they don't care for this country. They don't care for the people who actually makes this country great and the freedom we have. They just throw that out the door. And if you're one of those people, I urge you, you don't have to become a Christian or like me, but you need to see what's going on. Literally, you need to see what's going on. And I advise you guys to do that because it's just getting out of control. And literally, this shouldn't be happening. So, thank you for watching, and I gotta say bye. But please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, leave a comment down below of what you think we should do about America's future children being brainwashed in our schools. What is your plan to actually stop it? And I hope you guys enjoy yourself. Also hit that bell beside the subscribe button and click all so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you. See you later, Patriots. This is Brandon McDonald signing out. Come on.